Now we are going to focus on cross product in relational algebra, the one of the basic operations in relational algebra. This is going to be a short video, obviously, because I'm only focusing on cross product. So yeah, let's get started. So cross product, okay. So for cross product, I have already mentioned you. Sorry, I have already given you the definition for cross product, which is normally an x or the multiplication symbol we normally use. So cross product actually two relations, combines two relations or two relational instances. That depends based on your query. So you have two relations. They are combined by pairing every single tuple, every single tuple in one relation with every single tuple in the other relation. Okay, so this is cross product. Okay, so let's understand the syntax. The syntax is very simple, it's very straightforward. You have relation 1 and you have relation 2, and if you have to do cross product, you'll just use the cross product operation. That's it. You'll just use the cross product operation. To mention that, you'll use the cross product operator. Okay, so let's see in this case. Okay, let's see in this case, we have two specific tables, okay, or two relations. So for this, if we have to write the query as cross product query, so the cross product query will be employee employee cross product department. So this will be the cross product query that we want to use. Okay, so what happens here? Okay, what happens here? So it's like cross multiplication in actually the multiplication process in matrices. Okay, multiplication process in matrices. Okay, so in matrices, okay, let's say if you have something like 3 comma 2, okay, and let's say you have something like 2 comma 3. What happens? Let's say this is equals to A, and let's say this is equals to B. If you multiply A into B, okay, if you multiply A into B, what happens is, okay, you multiply the rows by columns. That's what happens. So first of all, you will multiply the first row with the first column and find the answer. Okay, so for easiness, let's put 3 into 2. And you will multiply the first component in the row, first row, multiplied by the second component or the first component in the second column in this case. Okay, so that will be 3 into 3. Similarly, you will repeat for every single component in the matrix. Okay, you'll do the same thing in for every single component in the rows of the matrix. So this will be 2. So 2 times 2 and 2 times 3. So the answer will be 6, 9, 4, 6. Yeah. So this will be A into B. Similarly, in relational algebra cross product, you will multiply this with the first tuple with all three tuples. Instead of columns, you will be producing tuples by joining these two relations. Okay, so what happens here is, first of all, you will have one Alice sales, 101 sales. One Alice, second tuple will be one Alice sales, 102 engineering, and so on. Okay, so what will happen to the column names? Yeah, what will happen to the column names? You don't have to worry about that. You have 3 columns here and 2 columns here, so there will be a total of 5 columns. So I'm going to teach you how the resulting relation will look like. Okay, you will have imp ID, you will have name, you will have department, you will have department ID, and you will have department name. Okay, and now the output will be imp ID 1 Alice sales 101 sales. This will repeat again. 1 Alice sales. Okay, 1 Alice sales 102 engineering. And you have again 1 Alice sales 103 marketing. Now you will do the same thing for the second tuple. 2 Bob engineering. Okay, 101 sales. So this is going to happen again and again. And since you have 2 tuples in relation 1 and 3 tuples in relation 2, you will be ending up with 6 tuples in total. 6 tuples in total. So what happens to the columns? If you have uh, if you have x number of columns and y number of x number of columns in relation 1 and y number of columns in relation y, the resulting instance will have x plus y columns. Okay, x plus y columns. And tuples, what happens to tuples? If you have a number of tuples in relation 1 and b number of tuples in relation 2, the total number of tuples will be a into b. Okay, so that's it in cross product. This is all you should know in cross product. Okay, but there is a small issue. Okay, there is a small issue. Yeah, what happens if you have same column name? What happens then? Yeah, what happens then? You have to think about that, Ilya. You have to think about that. So, what happens if you have same column name? Same column name. Let's say there is employees with imp ID, okay, imp ID, and name, address. And let's say there is another relation, contractors, which also has imp ID. This has this is also his name, and it has department. Okay. Well, you can't directly use cross product here. That's the issue. Why? Here you can see employee ID is a common column name for both relations. Similarly, the uh, name is also uh, same in both relations. So what's the uh, solution here? What can we do here? Well, we can simply do something like this. Okay, just focus on this. We'll just rename it. Okay, for this use case, we'll just rename it. Okay, and we have already learned about renaming operators. Uh, so we can use that. Yeah. So let's start with renaming. So we will be renaming imp ID. Obviously, so I will mention everything. Yeah, imp ID. I can change it into imp ID 1, and instead of name, I will use name, and this is address. There is nothing to change there. In what employees relation, and that will be cross product. I will be applying cross product with rename. Instead of imp ID, I can have imp ID 2. Name, it can be name. Department, it can be department of contractors. That's how you will be using cross product operation in relational algebra. That's it. So these are the five important basic relational operations, relational algebraic operations that we are going to use multiple times: selection, projection, union, set difference, cross product, and we also learned about renaming. And now we should start learning about compound operations in relational algebra.
Thank you for watching this deep dive into the cross-product operation in relational algebra. If you found this video helpful, please give it a like and share it with your friends. Subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell so you never miss a video in this series. I will see you in the next video. Until then, keep learning and stay curious. Bye-bye.